race notes, sale race 1. They go 1,732 metres. Cinch is a $1.35 favourite in the Black Book. The objective of this race is to find a horse to beat it. Pace even to moderate, more likely even to moderate. Number 8 Woku, interesting on breeding, by Saxon Warrior out of the Fastnet Rock mare Misty Rock. Second dam by Galileo, third dam by Danehill. The third dam by Danehill is from one of the best families in the stud book. Her dam is Dietrich, the Stormcat mare. We've also got a loft, the 3/4 of the second dam. This is a proven cross, it's a Coolmore family. Saxon Warrior on the top. This horse needs to be considered closer from a breeding perspective. It's very well bred through the second and the third and the first dam. You know, these are crosses that are proven that work. Fastnet Rock over Galileo, Galileo over Danehill. One of the best families in the stud book. Stormcat back as the 4th dam sire. Dietrich as the 4th dam. Pretty good family. It's a very, very, very good family. This horse is open to scope from all. Let's not forget this, the dam of Saxon Warrior is a great Danehill mare, maybe. Yeah. These are race notes I record for myself. I'm doing them publicly this time. Good merit around the last start, second of Wakao, the 8 behind All Talk, when it tried to make all over 1,600. Only goes an extra 130 metres, and on breeding, you'd have to think it gets it. Not an issue. 5th up next start, New Peak. Probably the peak for the prep. Have to rate it 3.00. Less than question mark for par. Makes Cinch interesting. Go back and look at that after look at the others. Start to look at the next horse, the 7 Seeger, and just your ears prick up straight away as soon as you look at the breeding. If I see the stars out of the Raven Pass and Alanosa, that maybe go and look at the jump out third very quickly at Cranbourne over 1,000 behind Trandujare and Sacred Rocks. Trandujare then came out and won at Pakenham, at Cranbourne by 2 lengths first up for 40k tag. And the second home, Sacred Rocks, went to Pakenham and won, broke its maiden first up, then went to Sandown as well next time out, beaten half a length. So a strong form coming out of the top half. Watch the race replay of that, check the form of those further back. 5th out of that same jump out, came out and won next start at Moe over 1,100 on debut. 8th, 6th home, then ran 3rd to Il Cubo. Prior to that was only 2 lengths off Core in town for a 50k tag. 7th home, 1st or 2nd of its last 6 starts in Ireland. Pretty strong. I'm going to have a look at the replay now. In relation to Cinch, the favourite, I purposely haven't rated that horse yet. The idea there is to not get preconceived ideas about how good the other horses have to be beat it.
All right, punters, this is the Seeger jump out.
Also, nothing else matters. G. Christie is
First time I've watched it.
as well, with also
This is the See the Stars horse.
Third. They're being followed then by Seagar midfield.
On paper, it looks a strong jump out. This.
Rocks, and then we had further back in the field there, Picture of a
Bring
City.
it forward a bit so that we get it all.
Also back there as well is just landed as they make their way via the side and passing the 450 metre mark. It's over on the inside, D-Lord with Trangujere. Then came Nothing Else Matters between horses. G. Christie hunts the inside. Further back, Seagar, then Sacred Rocks. They were followed by Picture of a City, just landed, still the last one. Trangujere halfway down the straight, moved up and swept to the lead. In front by about 2 lengths at this stage. Then came Sacred Rocks, who runs on, but Trangujere, this is going to be a nice jump out.
It's been under the whip, like, it's only just got the better of those. It's only just got the better of them.
Was next from Nothing Else Matters.
So after looking at that and then watching it again, what's important was the 5th and the 6th horse home, because there's no doubt the first 2 horses are well above par. Look at the margin. They both come out and won first up in good races. So take those 2 out of the jump out, and the effort of the Caesar Stars horse, Seeger, was actually pretty good, considering the 5th horse, which it went clearly past, was much stronger through deep stretch. Considering the 5th and 6th horse come off, 5th came out and won first up at Mully, and then 6th had form around Core in town, was 4th to La Zebra on a Saturday, beating a wide margin 7 lengths, 4th of 14, you know. So that sort of tells you that Seeger's got scope for more. It's above the par level here, I have no doubt. It's just how far above, that's what I'm going to work out now. So I was getting keener on Seeger. I'm even keener on it now. Like, I was finding reasons to put it in front of Woku and trying to work out if I put it in front or behind Woku. I think it clearly goes in front of Woku, and I'll tell you why. Okay, all right. This pedigree, the dam, Alan Suller, the Raven Pass mare, she's a stakes winner herself. But once you get back to the second dam, this is what sold it for me. The second dam, Alasha, the Barathea mare. Barathea's the son of Saddle as well. She was an 8 furlong winner at listed level in England, and then went on to run second in the EP Taylor at Canada at Woodbine at Group 1 level, and also ran third in the 1,000 Guineas at Newmarket. She was very good. And then the third dam, the Darshan mare, more stoutness bottom half for the 1,700 here, telling you this one could hit a new peak. She was really smart as well. Just waiting for her to come up. Yeah, she was really smart. She sold for €430,000 in 2006 at Goffs at the Broodmare sale. You know, that's a big ticket back then. Yeah, this is a good distaff line. I like the black type through the second dam. I think that's important. Being a Guineas placed and second in the EP Taylor and a stakes winner at 2 over a mile, you know, that all stacks up. So see the stars on top of that stoutness. I have no doubt that this horse will get a strong 8.5 furlongs, and Cinch is going to have to rate very well to justify not backing this horse to beat it. One minor against Seeger at this point is the pace scenario. It's even to moderate, so it's more likely to be even than moderate. But with that in mind, if it is moderate, that will play more into the hands of Cinch. He gets another length for maybe even a bit more than a length. I haven't decided yet, but he at least gets another length for the 2 kg claim for Logan Bates as well. Number 11, Doppio, has hidden merit in its profile, and the fact it's been 11 into 8.5 or 9.5 into 8.5 after deductions is interesting from the price yard. Like, very well bred, deceivingly well bred by a reliable man out of the big brown mare. But the second dam is where your ears prick up, so I sold her. The good Sir Tristram mare, you know, she's produced a stakes winner of 3 stakes races already, and she was a multiple stakes winner herself. She got big spot of the Group 3 winner of the Hobart Cup, stoutness, and also I think she won 4 stakes races. Oh no, only one. She was a Group 1 Champagne winner, that's right. So, you know, Doppio can't be ruled out. Having its second start, thinking it's going to have big scope for improvement. It hasn't done anything or shown it yet under race conditions or trial conditions, but on top of that, there has been minor money for it to support what we found in the breeding, so there needs to be a question mark on that. Can't back it at 8.5, you need it longer, but it's still a query. Now to assess Cinch. Forgot to mention too that I've conservatively rated Seeger 2.00, which is 4 lengths above par, with a less than sign, meaning it could be lower. That's conservatively after the 2 kilo claim. Like, I've only given him I've given him half a length for that 2 kilo claim. I could have easily given him a length and a quarter. Could be 1.95, you know, but 2's conservative. Well, I've had a look at Cinch. Look, there's no doubt it's well above the par for the tag. That second to final, his finest hour last start was very good. Sacrifice in third. Frank's at big margins further back. You know, put 4 on Sacrifice, and Sacrifice come out and Frank performed. Fourth out of it, come out and won next time out at Mornington for 37k tag by 3/4 of a length. Then went to Sandown and second to Jen Riccio. But the question I've got is, 6 out of it's also very good too. Come out around second to Sacrifice, which Frank the form of Sacrifice well out of that. But the question I've got with this horse is, its speed on the bottom half of the pedigree by Snitzel. It's going to 1700 now. There may be an even tempo on the front, and I have no doubt that Seeger is going to be really strong in deep stretch. I can only put this one at 1.90 at the absolute stretch at the moment. You know, I couldn't go any lower than that. If I wasn't conservative on Seeger and I got it slightly wrong and 1.95's right, and Cinch is below par, that makes the 8.5 look good versus 1.35, really good. And yeah, it's hard not to back Woku versus it as well, you know. The Saxon Warrior with the Coolmore blood on the distaff side of the pedigree. Or Saxon Warrior's a Coolmore sire as well, but that horse has got scope, and the last start second was good. But I think Seeger has more upside. So at this point, I'm leaning towards backing Seeger. I may nibble and save on Woku. I can't justify backing Doppio, even though it's got scope for a lot of improvement. But yeah, there's genuine reason to oppose Cinch, not with a lot of confidence, but so yeah, it'll be a minor nibble race. Seeger, Woku at this stage, 8.5, 6.5.